Today we're checking out this really cool microphone by Fifine. It is the Tank 2. It is a USB XLR combo microphone made out of metal. Comes with a stand, USB-C cable, and a pop filter, as you see right here. Fancy price tag? Nope. Under 50 bucks. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, see what it can do in today's episode of Level Up. Full disclosure before we get started, you guys have been asking about this microphone for me to review on this channel, so when Fifine reached out and asked if I'd be willing to review it for you guys, I said yes. But as you know, just because somebody sends me something doesn't guarantee I'll make a video, and all the opinions expressed in my videos are mine and mine alone. No one gets to tell me what to say or do, and no one gets to check out my videos before you. All right, now that's out of the way. Let's take a look at the Fifine Tank 2. On Amazon says it is a dynamic microphone for podcast recording, studio handheld mic set with desktop stand right here. It is for vocal performance, voiceovers, streaming, and gaming, I guess, if you want to. It doesn't say it, but I don't see why not. This is what it sounds like in XLR mode. This is a handheld microphone, and it is built tougher than your typical Fifine microphone that is like that tough plastic or very light composite material. All the tanks are made out of metal, and they're built tough. This one is built out of metal. It's not plastic at all. It doesn't feel cheap. And yeah, it looks good for a handheld or a portable podcast microphone. You know, I'm an XLR guy, so of course I'm going to go to the XLR first. But when you look at the information that they put out on Amazon, at least Fifine does, regarding this microphone, they're really pushing the USB microphone. So this leads me to believe that this is designed to be a USB microphone with XLR functionality, not an XLR microphone with USB functionality, if you're following me. It also says clear audio, the USB microphone for singing, engineered with 192 kilohertz, 24-bit sampling rate, and cardioid polar pattern captures sound from the front while effectively reducing background noise from the sides and the rear, like computer fans or AC hums. Studio microphone, music recording deliver, rich and natural sound reproduction, ideal for clear sound qualities. We'll test that out. Controls at your fingertips. I don't know if you can't really see it here the way I've got my microphone, but there is a tactile press button for mute. 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, testing 1, 2, 3. Yes! Yes! Finally, a mute button on the microphone that works both in XLR and USB. I don't think I've had a microphone that does that since I've reviewed the Samsung Q9U XLR USB combo microphone. It's a studio microphone, comes in about $130. Great build quality. It's a mid-forward mic, but I love the fact that it has a built-in mute button right on the microphone, so you can just reach up and grab it instead of trying to go to your audio interface or things like that. It's just quicker. It's easier. On the fly when someone comes running into your room or running up the stairs into your studio saying, Dad, 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 I can just reach in and click that button real quick. To me, right there, a USB XLR combo microphone. At what price point is this? Scrolling back up, $49.49 on Amazon right now, that has a mute button that works in XLR mode. This sound, metal build, and a mute button that works in both USB and XLR. It's not even a button, it's a switch. So it's not a tactile button. You just up and down, turns it on and off. I love, right there, worth $49.49 for me, for my workflow. If I'm going to jump over to USB and XLR, I want to be able to use this mute button for everything. What else does it have here? Pro-grade adjustable stand. I will say this stand is harder than what it needs to be. When I loosen it up, it is tough to get this thing to go up and down. Like it's a feisty little thing. Puts up a fight, and that's loose, all the way loose. I can't get it. Okay, whatever. We're done. It's a tough mic stand. And what else did it say here? Included a 6-foot 5.9, let's just say 6-foot USB-A to USB-A or C cable. Yep, that came in the box. 6-footer, that's nice. Let's go ahead and test it out. Take it for a test drive and see how it handles plosive sibilance, noise rejection, all that stuff. All right, so now I have removed it from the clip and I'm just going to say right off the bat, for a handheld microphone, this is very sensitive to handling noise. I would not hold this. I would not. This is definitely a microphone that belongs on a stand, and then don't touch it. Set it and forget it, and rock and roll with it. Plosives. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza. Speaking directly into the mic, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza. When you put it just below, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza. Proper mic placement, 45 degrees off, tilted up a little bit. Talking this way, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza. Off-axis rejection. I always tell my kids when I drop them off at school to say no to strangers and don't talk to drugs. You know, something that's very important for all kids when they go to school. That is the off-axis rejection. Sibilance. Let's go ahead and, man, that handling noise is crazy. Sibilance test. Sally sells seashells at the seashore at the snack shop for the pineapple pizzas with the sibilance snazzy snails. There you go. Sibilance test on this thing.
Am I just saying Sally sells? Sally sells seashells at the seashore.
Get out of here.
No.
Oh my goodness. That was like one take. She nailed it. All right. Anyways, I suck. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Now that we've heard it in XLR, let's switch over to USB and see how it sounds compared to this tone. Let's check it out. All right. So now I have it plugged in USB mode, and I'm just going to say, to me, I like the tone of this microphone a lot better in USB. First impressions, this is a USB microphone, a little bit more long-form content, podcast friendly. I don't see a lot of user or listener fatigue with this one, or user fatigue with this one, especially when you have to hear your own voice for monitoring as you go. But yeah, this is 24-bit, 192 kilohertz. USB toned microphone. Headphone monitoring is really impressive. I feel like when it comes to the cheaper microphones, headphone monitoring leaves a lot to be desired as far as the amps that are built into this or the preamp that's built into this. So it's really hard to hear yourself, or at least crank it up to where you can really hear yourself over the mix when you're trying to hear the fine details. This one is maxed out. I'll say that. However, I'm getting no volume adjustment except for volume adjustment of my PC, but not my headphone monitoring. So I'm just going to say, even if I'm messing it up and it's not working, the preset for the headphone monitoring is just right. I'm not going to complain that I can't adjust the headphone monitoring because it's right where I would want it to be for me out of the box. But it would be nice to be able to adjust it just in case you're not me, which I think is kind of true. You're not me. I'm me. You're you. You may want to be able to adjust it. When you switch the mute button in USB mode, XLR mode, the light does not come on, but you still are able to, again, mute your microphone in XLR mode. Just no light indicator to let you know which one you are. Before I get to my final thoughts, I just realized when I was editing this, I didn't do a microphone comparison. So let's get to it real quick. Throw it against some other handheld microphones, see how it compares, price point, all that wonderful stuff. And then we'll hit those final thoughts. All right, this is the Behringer XM8500. It's the widely considered to be the unicorn of microphones as far as build quality, performance, all that stuff for just $20. How in the world is that possible? Nobody knows, but it's here. And it's a really special microphone. Anyways, $20. This is the Behringer XM8500 handheld dynamic microphone. All right, back on the Tank 2 and handling noise, just for a quick comparison, how the two sound. All right. This is the Tank 2 by Fifine for $49. And this is the Mono HD 300T. This is going for, how much is it right now on Amazon? Let me take a look. $53.99. It is XLR USB combo, comes with a stand just like the Fifine, comes with a USB-C cable, and also comes with an XLR cable. So there's a little bit difference in price. This also has a mute button that works in XLR mode, just in case you're wondering, just switching it. Piper picked a pack of puts pineapple on his pizza, so I did forget that the Mono HD 300T does have a mute button as well. But I'm just going to say, for me, Fifine Tank 2 just has a nicer look to it. I don't know. Just does. All right. Anyways, this is Mono 3 HD 300T, XLR, USB, $53.99. $54. On to the next microphone. All right, this is the Fifine Tank 2 for the palate cleanser. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza. It's in XLR mode. Now we're going to go on to the next microphone, which is my favorite handheld spoken word microphone of all time. This is the SM57. It's a great instrument microphone for guitars, pianos, drums, you name it. I've used them on all those instruments whenever I had to mix sound for live performers, bands, things like that. SM57 has never steered me wrong. Reliable, dependable, and portable, but a spoken word gem. You get the A2WS, I think it is, pop filter from Shure, put it at the end of it, and plosives are no longer a problem. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, puts pineapple on his pizza, so it's $109 for the microphone, another $14 for the pop filter, so yes, twice the price, but again, handheld microphone. To me, this is the standard by which all handheld microphones should at least meet up to. I mean, this is the gold standard. It can do everything. It's not exceptional at everything other than the fact that it's an exceptional microphone because it does everything. If that makes any sense. Anyways, I'm done babbling. This is the Shure SM57 dynamic microphone, $109, $15 for the pop filter. XLR, because it's just an XLR microphone. Handling noise. There you go. All right, so my final thoughts on the Tank 2. The pros, I love the build quality. I love the sound of this thing. I love the pop filter that comes with this thing. This pop filter is better than most microphones that I've ever tested that give you a pop filter where it's kind of like a throw-in. It's not the best quality. You end up buying something else that either looks better or sounds better, gives you a nice tone that does not create listener fatigue. Also, really gets the plosives under control if you like to close talk this microphone. Now, the drawbacks that do exist for this microphone, number one, the gain adjustment is not available for you if you want to use this microphone in USB. There's no dial on the back for that. The dial that is on the back only adjusts the volume that you get from your computer, whether it's a Mac or a PC, works with both, but it only adjusts that volume. You can't adjust your gain, and you can't adjust your headphone monitoring with the dial. The other knock on this one that you cannot overcome if you want to handle this microphone, because it is a handheld, is the handling noise. It is crazy sensitive. Mic stand or boom arm this thing, set it and forget it, don't touch it. It will give you great audio as long as you leave it alone and don't bother it. In closing, I love this microphone for anybody wanting to get started, and budget is a major issue for you guys. You can handle all those things that come with it for a budget price, negate those problems, and you're willing to do that, you're going to get some great quality audio, regardless if you're using it for vocals or podcasting, live streaming, you name it. It's a great microphone, and I love it at $50. All right, that's all I got. Before I go, want to give a special shout out to you guys who are channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. If you'd like to become a member, hit that join button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. That's all I got. That's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Level Up. My name is Mike, and I'm out.